So Katy had a very late diagnosis at the age of 29. She didn't present with the classical Dravet profile, and we think that may have been one of the reasons why she was missed. It was a bit of a shock because her entire life we were just told it was severe epilepsy with learning disabilities. Some of the things that Katy's gone through, she'd learn skills and then she'd lose them, and you was never quite sure why, because you were aware through the media that other people could have epilepsy but still live an independent life, or a fairly full life, whereas Katy's was more restricting with the sort of seizures and how it affected her in other areas, her mobility and her behaviour. And I think once the diagnosis come through and we sort of had a look to see what the symptoms were, it all just clicked. Now we know why, and we've probably understood more about Katy's diagnosis since the Dravet than the other 29 years before. It was an incredibly tough decision to think about Katy leaving her school and what were we going to do. We started looking for somewhere residential for Katy about a year beforehand. Fortunately, we were aware of St Elizabeth's.
We just thought they can give her a better quality of life than possibly we could at home because of her special needs. That's why we chose St Elizabeth's.
You can't be on duty 24/7, it's very difficult, and the longer it goes on, the harder it is. To know that she's somewhere where she has got support 24/7 is very, very reassuring.
Beautiful steps, Katy.
She had an injury last year and a stay in hospital. She's still recovering from that. Her mobility is less than it used to be, so she was mobile with support. She's now not mobile at the moment, but she's receiving regular physio at St Elizabeth's. It's another service that they provide here, and the long-term aim is to get Katy back up and walking again independently.
We've always maintained the thought that she would walk again, so we cling on to that, and to see it actually occur, it lifts you, and that's quite emotional, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. She's very well loved and very well cared for, and that's nice to know, because you always think nobody will look after your child like you do. And doing the little things like plaiting her hair, putting on perfume, painting her nails, the sorts of things that I would do with her, it's just so lovely to see, because they don't have to do that, but it just means a lot to us, doesn't it, that she's well cared for.
Personal touches.
Yes. Do you know, it was lovely today, because although there was a breeze, it really felt like a spring day. It puts a smile on your face anyway. Katy just loves being out, and it makes you feel like a family unit. Katy has got a home here for life. And that to Dave and I is just so comforting to know that when the time comes when, you and I may not be here anymore, Katy will still continue to have a happy and full life at St Elizabeth's. Who knows what the future holds for Katy? We thank our lucky stars that we still have her. We take great joy in Katy, don't we? We enjoy every minute of her. Our aim is to keep Katy as happy and healthy as we can, and I think if Katy's happy, then so are we.